All right, all right. I love this song. I love this song. Suavecito by Marlo. Because, you know, I never met a girl like me in my life. And I'm very much about dating myself, and me and me go together, and I'm a bad bitch and she cute. That's it. That's it. La, 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 la. Okay, okay. So for this week, so for this week, we do have the full moon coming. So much is coming through just about like truth. I'm gonna have to take this necklace off. My neck is so sensitive, y'all. Uh, Sometimes you'll see that I don't wear necklaces because it is making my neck irritated. And there's already like a little scar from this metal. Anyway, so I'm getting a lot of just about truth, about coming into like the acknowledgement of truth, of your truth, and being able to present that to the rest of the world. But additionally, like clarity on why you're not where you want to be and what you've been doing to kind of sabotage yourself. And I pulled the Hierophant out for this morning, pre-cards, and just wisdom, you know, and knowledge of, okay, this is how I'm keeping myself fucked up right here. I'm lazy. Me personally, that was my thing. I was being lazy, or I was allowing imposter syndrome and self-sabotage to stop me from doing what it is that I need to do in order to get where I'm trying to go. Because I'm trying to go, baby. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to be the sun. I'm trying to be the sun. And the Five of Pentacles is here too. You already know that's my card where I talk about being out in the cold and keeping yourself out in the cold, because you can go in easily into the safe haven or whatever. So we're going to talk about it this week. Overall cards: King of Pentacles, Five Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of planetary. Hey Google. Hey Google. Turn the volume down. It's a little bit loud for me. Y'all probably can't hear it as loudly as I can, but it's like. All right. So yeah. So King of Pentacles. King Pentacles is again this money hungry Ebenezer Scrooge type energy, or nope, this is the way it always was. It's my way or the highway. And then I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at somebody's. Okay, and this week also is going to present you guys with being triggered by your position. Like, I'm right here because me. Okay, so a lot's going to take place in order for you to be exposed. So ain't no telling what's going to happen to me that's going to have me like, oh my God, oh my God. But I'm ready for it. I'm here for it so that I can release, so that I can finally be myself, so that I can be like, fuck it. Shit, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was. But we've got a lot of internal conflict here. We got the Five of Swords, a lot of that negative self-talk, the devil working on you, and the Knight of Pentacles, slow-moving knight in the material, slow moving towards the direction that you're moving to. But it's because you won't unlock your power and you won't allow yourself to be your truth. Queen of Wands, to be the bad bitch that you really are, but to use that in a way that expresses love. A lot of times people are underhanded and manipulative without even knowing it. I have been. I have been. When I see something, I'm like, yeah, bitch, that's gonna fuck you up. And whenever the person gets fucked up, instead of like warning them or saying like, hey, if you don't stop, you could end up like this. I just watch, and I shouldn't do that, especially when I'm trying to do it from a position of I feel like they deserve. Like, it's not my responsibility to exact karma. I don't like candles or anything, wish people to do bad. But like if I see something or if the truth comes into me and I know it's gonna hurt somebody that I feel like hurt me, instead of being like, oh my God, I feel compassion, I might be like, and that's wrong. So we're not gonna do that no more. So we're not gonna do that no more. All right, so that was our pre-cards, just talking about wisdom and you keeping yourself boxed. And that's the thing, is like about that kind of energy. Like, I know that's not right. It's not love. And I mean, it's not that we always have to be love and light, but like, what does being sour get you? What does being sour actually get you? More sour, you know? So, like, the little girl inside me that's like, these people deserve to die. Hell yeah. I hope I hope you died. I hope you ride in hell. So, like, this little girl, this is the chick that was keeping me. She's so afraid to be seen. Look at her hair. Look at this little mustache. She got acne, mouth too big for that face. And those are all the things I thought about myself. Now, if you look at this, you probably think, oh, how cute. She's so pretty. I never saw her like that. And sometimes even when I look in the mirror now today, I still see myself like this and with my hair like this. And I was going like this. I was so stressed because I wasn't perfect, or I didn't look like I used to look. I felt like I wasn't cute anymore, you know, and like who can look like a baby their whole life? Nobody, you know. But she's the one, because I abused her a lot. And I would just be so mean to myself. And I'm just so glad I'm not doing that anymore. And I know why. It's a detriment. Like, that's what keeps you stuck. If I still see myself as an 8.5, 9-year-old girl going through puberty, I'm not going to feel confident and competent and powerful, which is what needs to be felt in this moment. So yes, I'm all sentimental, but making love or just riding around. Yeah, come on, girl. Oh, that was such a hard time. Like, I'm trying to, because I know that's the time that be fucking with me now as a 40-year-old woman, 38-year-old woman. I'm trying to think, what are the things, what's standing out for me, what's sticking out. You know, shadow work is very important to me because it's how I live and move forward, and you know, and I'm trying to think of what are the things that are standing out to me about that time in my life. And I feel like with this moon, with this energy that's coming up, it's also an ancestral thing, because I want to teach my kids to see themselves as they really are, not like I saw myself. You know, I twisted my son's hair and he was like, oh, well, I just didn't think my hair was that long. And I'm like, it's because it's tightly coiled, but that doesn't mean it's not long. It just means that it's tightly coiled. You know, and then this morning, Kayla smiled in a picture and she said, oh, I smile like you. I smile too big. And I said, no, you can never smile too big. You can never smile too big. You know, you need to keep your smile. And I had a gap. God, I just was like, who is this lady? Who is this girl? My teeth were different. My skin was different. Everything was different. Puberty was like, fuck. Damn. It was a lot. But I love her, you know, and she needs a lot of tenderness. She needs a lot of tenderness. So like when you make your affirmations of self, because you got to have them, you go do your mirror work, you really should be picking the parts of yourself that you abuse the most physically or emotionally and energetically. You're stupid, you're this, you're nobody likes you, that kind of stuff, so that you can really work on that, because that is the aspect of yourself that won't get out of your way. You know, it won't get out of your way, but it needs to live, because it would never let itself at that time, you know. There was my neighbor outside again with his naked exercise. It would never let itself. Like, that girl wanted to be an actress. She wanted to be a singer. and she wanted to create and write plays and skits. And the only person I had to present them to, because I didn't want my friends to know that I was that weird, was my mom. And I would act out for her while she was cooking. She was not paying attention to me. And I have the opportunity to do all of those things now. So I need to give that girl her space to create. Like, there's a version of you that is blocked in the heart space, like that version of myself, that wants to create. And it also is producing the chaos in your life. You understand? So, in order for you to come out of chaos or balance yourself or move to the next level, you have to come back to reality. And I'm going to talk a lot this week about spiritual escapism. Actually, I probably am going to talk about this for the rest of my life. Because what happens is, and I have a post coming out on Instagram later this week, but what happens is we get into a space of spiritual escapism and we start to study the 5D, we start to study meditation, we start to study Kundalini, yoga, chakra system, for me, moon manifestation, law of attraction, magic, and we get lost in that space. And you never bring it back to the 3D, which is how you execute change. Like, we cannot be floating around in the cosmos and expect change to just happen, because that's not how it works. What is that? Oh, you all know my OCD is like, it's really a lot. But yeah, so that's where we're at today. Thanks for letting me ramble. Let's get into these cards. I am calling in the support of my angels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters, my heavenly Father, my Creator who lives in me. Hallelujah. I'm at peace. I'm at ease. I honor and see myself. I agree to find the path, stay the course, trust the process, and enjoy the journey. Amen. I'm looking for my next dance song. I haven't danced for the people in a while. I think today I am. Come down. Come down. I'm talking to one of my students right now. Shit's growing true this week. Things are coming up. Truth is coming out. Oh, I don't even start with these. Let me get these. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, I have to go in order. I have to go in the correct order. I have to go in the correct order. All right, so let's get some information about the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is our card for the day. What's in my book? Lots of planetary aspects today. Lots of planetary aspects. So let's pull the cards, check the book. It's okay to talk the way that I feel. You know, Ace of Pentacles lines up with, on my playing cards, the Ace of Diamonds, which I see as big success, achievement. But I feel like with it in reverse, it's giving I'm not where I want to be, or something is unstable, or I'm losing my stability, which is the point, because what you've built, it's time for it to be done with so you can move to the next level. So like, we're going to talk about, I think I told TikTok I wanted to talk about igniting your light and planting seeds, how to really plant, when it comes to manifestation. Two of spades, hell yeah. Nine of clubs, another hearty hell yeah. Ooh, you make my love come down. Six of diamonds. Okay. Baby, you make my love come down. Okay. All right, so we had Moon opposed Mercury. Sun square Neptune, Mercury square Saturn, Saturn square Moon, Sun trine Saturn, Neptune sextile Pluto, and Pluto sextile the Moon. So I see a lot of activity here where it speaks to transformation through emotion. And I think what happens is we're getting triggered by whatever the situation is. It could be anything. Like this morning, um, I thought that we missed the bus, and we didn't, but I thought we did. And there was another little boy who rides the bus with Kayla, and I said, ask him if he could ask his mom if he want me to, if she want me to give him a ride or whatever. And in the past, all of that would have triggered me. I would have felt like, oh my God, now I got to do something different. That wasn't on my schedule. Because just like I said, I got to do everything in order, right? Everything got to be in order and it has to be streamlined or perfect, or I'm going to have a flip out. That's why when my technology acts up during Mercury retrograde, it's so much for me because order, precision is very important to me because I have some kind of disorder, of course, that is associated with perfection and order. And without that, I'm like, but it's something that I'm working on because life is not like that. So I think whatever it is that has been keeping you rooted has not been supporting you, has not been helping you. And this could be addiction for some people. Whatever your crutch is, whatever the thing is that you lean on and you rely on, it's not been helping you. It has actually been hurting you. So we need to talk about, one, letting go to grow. But also, I think there's this need to believe in your visions, but acknowledge what has been blocking them from coming into the 3D. And some of this is going to be ancestral, even when it comes to addiction. Like I know in my family, alcoholism was really, really prevalent in the my dad and my grandpa, my paternal line there. And like even though I'm a woman, I think out of the two, me and my sister, both being daughters, I mean, even though I'm not going to tell her business, but I think all of us have some addictive personality. But I was the one who leaned more towards alcoholism than anything else because she and I both smoked cigarettes for a long time. Um, so definitely, like, it could be something like that. Now, I don't drink whiskey anymore as a crutch, but there are other things that have been blocking me from moving forward. And some of that is mindset, which is also an ancestral thing. I looked at some of my dad's invoices that he sent out to his clients, and just looking at how much money he put out there or how much he put out on the invoices, I'm like, Albert, first of all, I know I need a whooping because I'm in charging enough. But I don't think he was either, looking at it and reading what the work is that he was saying he was going to do. Like, he should have been shooting more for the stars. And it is now my opportunity to do that. But in order to do that, I got to lay the foundations, got to have the systems in place. And that's something that I wasn't doing. Mostly because I don't even say I didn't know how to do it, because for somebody else, I can lickety split. But if I did it for myself, that meant that my shit would run smoothly. And that meant that my stuff would work out. And that meant that people would see her. Right? So there it is. So this is the message that was written. Delays in physical satisfaction and manifestation. Lots of planetary struggle that speaks to transformation and losing something you dreamed of, but it's for growth. So it could be the idea or the vision that you had of your life or what you would be is now going away. Just like I said, there's a lot of truth being exposed. So a lot of people's actual selves are going to be revealed to people they're close to. People are going to come through with some honesty. Some folks are going to be like, I am addicted, not necessarily to you, but to something else. Or it might be to you. It could be you. You are my addiction. I don't know. It just depends on the person and, of course, their energy, the energy of your relationship, and what changes and shifts are taking place for you individually. Because the stuff that I'm seeing on my friends and family is not what I'm seeing for myself. But the theme is the same. You have to take responsibility for exactly where you are and why. And now really look at it and say, okay, well, here's how I can change it. So let's talk about the cards too, now that we're here. I love this song. This is my favorite song from when I was ugly. Crystal blue persuasion. Okay, all right. So we got 2 spades, 9 of clubs, and the 6 of pentacles. 2 spades to me is, it always reminds me of needing to do this or needing to do this. Like imagine you're inside of a bubble and you have 2 swords and you could cut yourself out of it, but you're not going to use them unless you know what's on the other side of the wall, right? But we don't know that. So what you have to do is, it's like getting to the point where you're like, okay, I've never been here before. So how do I do it? What do I need? And we talk about this frequently. You're going to have to stop trying to do everything by yourself and allow the divine to support you. Allow the divine to support you and get into the space of receiving. But what people don't realize is, in order to receive, you do have to give first. So I've been hoarding a lot of information. I've been hoarding a lot of knowledge, a lot of my own skills and abilities, a lot of my gifts. I've been hoarding because she didn't want to be seen. But also, I think, and not to call it evil, but I think there's an aspect of myself too that was wanting to keep those things private because I felt like that was what made me better, or made me even silently. It was like, well, I know how to do this, but nobody knows you know how to do it. So what is the value in it? You know what I mean? You've not shared it with anyone. You've not shared it with anyone. So it doesn't matter if people, if you know how to do it, if people cannot experience it. Like, that's what God gives you gifts for. So other people can experience them, not so that you can hoard it for yourself and put it in your pocket and keep it and be like this with your secret. Like, no, you're supposed to share it with the rest of us. And that sharing, here's what I have. Here's what I have to give. Here's where I have an overabundance of whatever it is that I have. That's what allows you to receive. And in that giving, you then receive abundance. You see what I'm saying? So that's the flow. I know you can go back and watch the energetic flow of money, because I talk about that in that. Well, actually, I don't know if the workshop is not live, but I have like a pre-show where I talked about it, so you can go watch that. All right, so let's get into the rest of the cards. I feel like I'm all over the place right now, so maybe that's what I'm about to get exposed for. I'm about to get exposed for being scatterbrain. I have Gemini moon and rising. It's gonna give scattered. It's gonna give scattered if I don't pin it down. And I'm so grateful for my Taurian energy because it's what keeps me grounded. And I think I already mentioned this, but I'm gonna talk a lot about spiritual escapism, because it's a thing. It's a thing. And like, so many people are just like, yeah, I learned this. Okay, well, what you gonna do with it? You learned it? Okay, now share it with the rest of us. Or put it into action in your life. Nine of Swords in reverse. I see the moon card under there and the 2 of Wands. Moon in reverse. Ground that thing. Stabilize it. Stabilize it so you can move forward. I'm like, it's a powerful creative force that lives inside of you, but if it's not grounded, it's pointless. Like, okay, you know, but like, what you gonna do with that out here? Where you want to go? Back there somewhere. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. What's my way? My emotions way. My one nothing. Where the cards say where in the world is on the sun? Queen of Pentacles. Come on, Queen. Change of mind. I don't even know what I was asking. I know my heart will guide me back. And the Emperor in reverse. What was I asking? What was I asking? How to plant new seeds. How to move from point A to point B. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse. There somewhere. So I think sometimes when we feel like we're being plagued by something and we want to get out of it, but we don't know how, we kind of miss that there is value in that first level of abuse, which is what is awareness. And, you know, if spirit is waking you up at night or keeping you up at night or popping into your dreams to reveal something to you. Last night I had a very intricate dream about being stuck in spider webs. And for me, the spider is the most creative creature on this planet. I feel like to be able to make webs with such intricacies is incredible. And I have a specific spider that I'm fascinated with, the spiny orb weaver, because they live in communities of female spiders. And, you know, I think they have like 1 or 2 males, but like they die fairly quickly whenever they have mated. But she doesn't kill him. You know, he just does what he does naturally. He expels his pollination, his semen or whatever, and then he rests on her web, and then he dies. And then I guess after he dies, she's just like, okay. But in order to jump on there on her web with her, he comes through and plays a beat like, he comes through, hey, and she's like, oh, all right. And I think it's so cute. But like I said, last night in this dream, I was stuck in these spider webs, but that always indicates to me that somebody in my reality is trying to spin a web or do something or keep me restricted or restrict me. And the key here is recognizing sometimes that it's yourself. So we got to be looking at our refusal to advance. Okay, I don't have enough money. That's one thing we see a lot with people, especially business owners. They want to build something. They want to create something, but they don't want to make the investment. Sometimes investment is energy, not just money, because what is energy? Money. And what is money? Energy. Okay, all the same. But that's how you become the Queen of Pentacles. That is how you become the Queen of Pentacles, which is grounded in the material, about her business, got her money together, ain't worried about nothing, chilling the most with the Pentacle. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles is what helps the King of Pentacles to finally balance out his greed and his material obsession. So without your queen, King of Pentacles, you really not doing it, even though you think you are, you know. Shit, and this could be a message too about desiring your Queen of Pentacles. But the reason why you don't have her is because, first of all, number one, you don't listen to spirit when it's telling you, okay, here's your next move. You're allowing yourself to stop yourself, just like I said, because you're like, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough this. I don't have enough that. I'll never get chosen. People will never believe me. That's why I said could be about relationships, or it could just be about how you won't let yourself move forward in life because you don't feel like the emperor. You don't feel like you have everything together. And here's the thing, when it comes to the Two of Spades or Two of Swords, you're not going to know everything. You cannot possibly know everything about where you're going. You just have to go. You just have to go. So you just have to try. If you never put forth the effort, you're definitely not going to get where you think you're going to go or where you want to go. Definitely not. That's not how you plant seeds. Planting seeds, when you plant, you make sure that the soil is fresh. You plant the seed with enough space for it to grow, which means you're not throwing a bunch of other shit directly on top of it, which is something that I had a tendency to do. Oh my God, so much. Well, I have all these different irons in the fire because as soon as I plant one thing, I plant something else. Instead of saying I planted this, now let me cultivate this. You give it space to grow, but then guess what? You have to water it. You have to care for it. You don't just plant it and leave it. So like when people talk about goal setting and planting seeds to manifest certain success, you got to also create a plan. You know, it has to be a plan. So what's something that I can do every day that will support what it is that I'm, Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like that's over there too. What's something that I can do every day that is going to move me in the direction of what it is that I want to do? So if I say, okay, I want to build my YouTube channel, guess what I have to do? I have to make videos. I have to make videos. If I say I want people to look at me and see me as this type of teacher who does this thing, then guess what? I have to, one, be a teacher, but I too have to do that thing that people are supposed to be learning from me in my life and show them also too how to do it. The devil in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going to be about why it's not being done, whatever it is. And once again, I'm not going to apologize for the way I am, but I know I'm today. We got the Four of Wands and we got the Nine of Cups in reverse. That's your inner union, your balance, and all your wishes come true. Yeah, this is why it's not happening. I don't want that Four of Wands at the bottom. Indeed I do. I just randomly uploaded a video where I was talking about the full moon the other day too. It's the Four of Wands. Remember, I moved it to the middle of the deck and because I kept seeing it at the bottom. Okay, so we got the Four of Wands, but it came out in the reverse, which means there's an imbalance. And once again, like I said, this is why it's not happening. This is why it's not happening. Let's get one more. Spirit say, you finna take this Four of Wands. You gonna talk about this Four of Wands. I don't give a damn. We got the Six of Wands in reverse down there. That's a message too, though. Just like, whatever it is that you are running away from or hiding or not looking at, because it needs to be taken care of, cleaned up, whatever, it's going to come back out. No matter how much you try to hide it. The truth always comes out. Truth always comes out. And you should never feel shame for who you are. Or how you are. Even if you think it's bad, like, look at it. So that you can take care of it. Like, okay, so maybe you're addicted to whatever you're addicted to. You can put it down. You can put it down. It's going to take work, but you can put it down. I guess I could move these over here. Yeah. The devil. Get out of there, devil. That's a big time major issue, you guys. Because that energy does not want us to see ourselves as powerful. Because if we did that, I think that's this. No. My grandpa. Yeah. If you saw yourself as powerful, if you could turn your light on and you could execute these things that you're hearing coming through from the divine, then you would change somebody. You would help somebody. You would love somebody. You would love somebody. You got 7 of Cups. So in order for you to fix it, because first of all, what's been happening is you don't see yourself as powerful. We got the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Devil card in reverse. You just let the devil talk to you all day long and you say, you know what, you're right. You know what, you're right. My mouth is too big. Ew, my mustache is so thick. Oh my God, have you seen my hair? It is so big. It's so ugly. Everybody at school hates me. You just let the devil do that to you all day long, like I was doing it to myself. And that's the thing, it's like, that's how it works. The devil knows the things you don't like about yourself and is going to use them to attack you. Is going to use them to attack you, to keep you at an imbalance of love. So your love is so diminished because you hate yourself. You speak to yourself like shit. You don't think that you're worth anything, capable of anything. Nobody likes you. You don't have any skills. And why would anybody believe you? So you got a choice to make. You know, if that's the way you've always lived, if that's the way you've always talked to yourself, that's the relationship that you have with yourself. You have a choice to make. Do I want to continue to practice self-abuse? Or do I now want to move into a space of self-love? And you're going to have to do that to turn your light on. When I say light your fire, that's what I mean. I was watching Peaky Blinders last season, and I watched the last episode, and they had told Tommy that he had tuberculoma, this tumor that is inoperable, and it was ultimately going to take his sanity, and he was going to be crazy. So he started drinking again right after his daughter was taken with the tuberculosis. So he started drinking again because he had not been drinking. And he then, after they told him that he was going to die, he was like, well, really just fuck it. You know, and he wasn't as extreme as he had been previously, but he was smoking them cigarettes. I was noticing how many cigarettes he was smoking, and they showed his ashtray. It had lots of cigarettes in it. So he was really just like, fuck it. I mean, what's the point of being alive here? Because I'm going to die anyway. But the thing is like, I don't even know how I got here. Oh, lighting your fire. The little girl, her spirit came to him and was like, you let the light, you let the flame go out. You let the fire go out. And so she was like, you have to live. You have to relight the fire. So you have to relight your fire. What is something that you desire? And you know you have to live in order to achieve it. Like I had a conversation with somebody this morning. We were talking about the sun. You know, and he was like, well, when I go outside, I sweat or whatever. And I said, I like sitting outside sweating because it reminds me that I'm alive. It reminds me that my body does things. And it reminds me that I have to take care of my body if I want to do my work here in the physical. And I said this a while ago, and I will say it again, I'm sure, but it's like I can't haunt people into returning to love. I have to be here so I can use my voice in order to do that. And you have to want to live. You know, I used to say to myself, I just want to kill myself. I just want to kill myself so much. And it was because my life hurt. You know, I was working, I was tired, I was unhappy just being in my body. But it's because I, one, still saw myself as this awkward, powerless little girl, not as a grown adult woman with the ability to say no, to make choices that serve, to be happy, to play, to listen to my favorite songs, to sing them, to write songs, to paint if I want to create characters, to do skits, all these things that I have the ability to do. And I thought, God, I'm not a medical buyer. I don't feel good. And this work is so much, it's so much work. I don't have time to settle. I don't have time to enjoy. And I was miserable. But I remember one day specifically, I was in my car. I always used to sit in my car like I was going to turn it on in the garage. And I said, you cannot say this anymore. So I replaced the word kill with love. And I started saying, I just want to love myself. 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 And I'm about to get emotional right now, but I remember crying. I was sobbing and I was looking in the mirror at myself. And I had been saying these terrible things like probably 5 minutes prior to it. And I was just like, I just want to kill myself. And I just said, you can't do this. So that's what it takes. You have to step in and tell yourself, you can't do this. This does not help you. So whether you are taking drugs to cope with life, smoking too many cigarettes, drinking too much alcohol, you have to step in and say to yourself, you can't do this, and you have to replace that activity with something supportive. That's the only way, because once something is taken away, there's an imbalance. You've got to fill that space with something else, something more loving, something more supportive. So just like I said, I gave y'all an example. I used to say, I just want to kill myself. I replaced the word kill with love. So eventually I got there because I kept saying it. I just want to love myself. 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 Because I knew I didn't. I knew I didn't, because if I did, I would not have been treating her, me, like that. I would not have been disrespecting myself the way I was disrespecting myself and allowing other people to disrespect me because I hated myself and I wanted to die. I thought if I was dead, I would be better and it would feel better because being in my body actually hurt. Like I think about how much my energy pained me. Like I really just did not feel well and it really hurt. And the things I was saying to myself were terrible. And I remember telling one of my former clients about it, and she said, that is the enemy talking to you. Like, read that again. And I did, and I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right for sure. And that's how I know. That's how the devil attacks you, through your own thoughts. And you will have experiences that can confirm the bullshit that you're thinking. Like if you have said this last week, it's so hard. Bad things always happen to me. This sucks so much. Fuck, I hate this shit. Guess what? You need to expect for the remainder of this week for bullshit to pop up into your experience. Because you're calling it. You're calling it. Your thoughts, your words, your energy, your emotions, and your actions are what create your reality. So if you are thinking, speaking, feeling, and doing bullshit, you gonna get more bullshit. Well, let's see what the Starseed cards have to say. I have to do my to-do list. I have a lot of work to do this week. But guess who's gonna do it? Me. Guess who's gonna get it done? Me. I'll be around. So I mean, I think that's really the base of it. It's like, do you want to live? Do you want to live or do you just want to exist? Do you want to live or exist? Do you want to experience life or you want to watch it go by? What you gonna do? Barbecue or mildew? Doesn't take much to make me happy. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. But see, here's the problem with cards like this. Keep holding the vision. Yes, keep holding the vision, but please don't forget your action. Please don't forget your action. Because you can hold the vision right here all day long, but if you are in a state of spiritual escapism and you're refusing to come back to reality to put those things into play, you're going to hold the vision all day long. And you're going to be wishing it was here, and you're going to look around your house and be like, fuck, nobody came to clean it up for me. I always use that as an example, but that's like a real thing. Like, I had to look at my house one day and say, well, you're the only person in here. I mean, you have kids, yeah, but you're the only person in here, you know, who's going to clean it up like the way you like it. So I had to put myself in action right there. I couldn't just keep dreaming about what I wanted my house to look like. I had to take action to improve it, you know. So yeah, keep holding the vision. It's happening, but not without you. We got this one last week. Longing for home. Homesick for the stars. Okay, that's another problem in spiritual escapism too. You want to go to the cosmos so damn bad. You want to go to the cosmos so bad. But like, you're here, okay? You are on Earth. You got to be here. You have to be here. And you have to accept that some of your reality has been created by you. Just like I said, by your thoughts, your vibration, your energy, and your emotions, your words, and your actions. You created this. This is your masterpiece. This is your artwork. So guess what? You also get to tear it down and build new. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. If you understand that you can't keep the old and go to the new. You got the best of mine. So yeah, I mean, I think that sometimes is the hardest part. Like, I can remember crying because, when was I not crying? But I can remember crying because I was like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to change it. Girl, ask for help. And I sat and wrote on one of the record papers, my dad's records, and I just cried. And I was like, I just need help. I don't know how to do any of this shit. And people started coming that could help me. And I was like, thank you. And that was when I realized too how my magic works. I gotta put some feeling into it. You have to put the feeling is what the universe responds to. But you also have to watch your vibration, because you have to match the feeling of what it is that you are trying to desire more often than you are resting at my life sucks and I just want to kill myself. Serendipity. Merge with the flow. Come on. Ain't nobody crying. What you wearing? I was just seeing the person that wrote this book. Let me find out you really trying to work these love spells out here, girl. Maybe. Be aware that opportunities are lining up around you. Merge into the flow of life. Trust it in all its light and shadows. They have brought you to this point. Come on. Maybe unbeknownst to you, you are perfectly poised for opportunity right now. Trust your efforts and recognize the signs of serendipity occurring around you. This means you are where you are meant to be, doing what you are meant to be doing. Be conscious of follow up and follow through. But I was just saying about you not taking no damn action. Good fortune forms around you. The opportunities be right here. Are you going to go like this to it, or are you going to look at it and say, nothing good ever happens to me? You gotta move. Okay. The girl of serendipity merges into the leaves of life, and they welcome her into their nourishing and lush embrace. Like them, she is growing in abundance and opportunity. Fresh potential awakens. Everything happens in its right time and place exactly as it's meant to. Hallelujah. One of the first affirmations I ever wrote and said to myself was, I am a magnet. And I think obviously we need to start saying this again. Yes, thank you, Spirit. I am a magnet for financial abundance and opportunity. I am a magnet for financial abundance and opportunity. So that way, okay, the opportunity is coming. Boom, you're going to jump on it. Okay, like the spider whenever it's going to eat. Okay, like it's going to eat. So you are a magnet for financial abundance and opportunity. And when the opportunity comes, you're not going to go like this to it. I'm scared because if I ask this lady to pay me, what if she tells me I don't know what I'm talking about? Why would she came to you for help? She came to you for help because you're the expert. These people came to you for help. They didn't come to you for help because they think you don't know what you're talking about. Hello? Hello? Seize the opportunity. Seize the opportunity. Seize the opportunity. And I see a lot of clients, and I've done this too, be afraid to ask to get paid. Okay, well, if you don't ever ask to get paid, you ain't going to have no money. And I'm a testament to that. If you don't ask for your money, you definitely not going to get it. Manifestation. Come on. I feel like we're getting a lot of alignment right now. All right. This card indicates a need to acknowledge the power of your... Yes. The need to acknowledge the power of your mind and your ability to manifest your desires. You are being urged to familiarize yourself with the law of attraction and clarify your wants and needs, for you have entered a powerful cycle of divine manifestation. Provided that your dreams serve the greater good, as well as the intentions of your soul, the universe will assist you in making them come true. By drawing this card, you are being reminded that successful manifestation requires more than just positive and wishful thinking. You must also surrender the outcome to the divine and detach from the results. Absolutely. Remember that the law of attraction works both ways. So pay attention to your doubts, worries, and fears and monitor your negative thoughts. Then focus predominantly on what you want rather than what you fear or don't want. By making peace with your life as it is today and appreciating what you already have, you will create the life you always imagined. Yes, gratitude, watching them thoughts. But like they say, letting go of control. That's why I say I am a magnet for financial abundance and opportunity. Any opportunity that comes can be checked by me for validity. Okay. But I'm not saying I am a magnet for this many clients or this way and this channel only. And that, no, I'm allowing the universe kind of that space to bring me the opportunity that it wants to bring me. Because if I restrict myself, then I won't open to $10,000, $15,000 projects that are coming my direction. I will only be focusing on this because that's all I've seen, right? So allow yourself to be expansive in your desires and your manifestations, in the seeds that you plant. Expect abundance from it. Do your job to water it, to watch your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions. But don't try to control it too much, because that will definitely stop you and frustrate you, especially if you're wanting it to grow at a rate at which is unreasonable for it. Okay? Yes. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I'm going to have to listen to it. All I know. All right. So that was good. All right. So yes. I never say Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe or anything, because I'm used to doing it live, talking to whoever's on here. But I need to, oh, I didn't do my circle of life card. Oh my God. I didn't do it in order. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not even tripping. I'm not even tripping. But yeah, do that. And I was excited to see that we had 3 new subscribers from last week. That means that if I keep doing it, I'll get more subscribers. Like, that's it. So yes, appreciate y'all for being here, for watching this. Make sure you like if you made it this far, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And oh, I'll see you later. Don't be a self-hater. Bye-bye.